Hello, hello, hello. This is Juhl Lenard, and I help solopreneurs and artists to show up big and connect with their people. Welcome to Lunch with Juhl. So today we're going to talk about the need for speed, the need for speed. And this is an interesting topic for me because a lot of times we talk about the number of how businesses fail and how many businesses fail and all these things. And as I've been, as I do a lot of professional development and all that, you always can get some very detailed direction from a coach or a program or something like that. But they never, ever really get down into the nitty gritty of what it's like on the front lines starting a business, right? They'll give you a little bit of skill help. They'll give you some coaching, maybe some self-management help, which is all important. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand the big picture of what you have stepped off into, then you're going to be struggling the whole time. I've had my personal experience in terms of the time that it's taken me to get to a point where I really feel like, hey, I got this. So what I wanted to share with you today are 3 definitions that I think will help you in terms of understanding what your context is for being successful, whether it's business or promoting something, any type of thing where you want to move from where you are to the next step. Let's talk about speed. So the first thing is the definition of speed. What is speed? Speed is not, it's measurable, but it's really just a measurement, right? So speed is the rate at which something is moving. So even if you're not moving, you still have a speed. It's just 0. If you're going really, really fast, you have a speed. If you're moving slow, you still have a speed. So I don't think speed is what you need, right? I think speed is a measurement. I think that it is a good indicator of how quickly you will get to a goal. But at the end of the day, speed is not what you need. So, okay, Juhl, what do you need if you don't need speed? Let's keep going. The second definition I want to share with you is the definition of momentum. Okay. Momentum. Okay, let me get this right because I got dictionary definition here. So momentum is the quantity of movement that you're of a moving body measured as a product of mass times velocity. Okay. So what that means is momentum is based on your size and your velocity. I should have done velocity first. But let's just talk. So let's do the third definition, velocity, and we'll come back to this. So then your velocity is the speed of something in a given direction. So momentum is the mass, your size against your velocity, which is how fast you move in a certain direction. Okay, follow me, hang in there with me, because this is gonna make sense. So that means that depending on that your ability to move, with a quickness, your ability to have a speed that is increasing versus a speed that is decreasing or moving in the reverse of the direction you want to go to, is directly related to your size and how fast you can move. Now, let's unpack size. Let's unpack mass for a minute, because this is a scientific definition, but I'm applying it to business. Because mass to me is how much are you carrying around with you in your business? How much do you have to do? How many things are kind of keep you bogged down? So in this case, in my concept, it's around processing. How much stuff do I need to do to get a website out? How much stuff do I need to do? Is there an easier way? Because to me, it's like carrying a bag of rocks. Like if you don't have defined processes, then you're carrying a bag of rocks. If you have 10 products and you don't have systems in place for for one, then it's like you're carrying a bag of rocks. So what you need to do is you need to decrease your mass, or what it is that's required for you to get something out the door, and move forward so that you can have speed. So you can take a speed that's measurable and moving upward at the velocity that you want in the direction that you want. And so what this requires is that you scale down and get very focused on the whole cycle of delivery, the whole sales and cycle of delivery for a single product. Pick one, the simplest one available. Because here's the thing, if you got a simple product, it's easy for people to make a buying decision. It's easy for them to do business with you if they know, like, and trust you. And so in that scenario, the simpler the point of entry is into your world, the better, because you can have more people in. And once you have more people in, then you can have conversations with them. You can send them tips and newsletters, and they can learn more about everything else that you do over a period of time while they're happily satisfied with the first thing you gave them. Okay? So the need for speed. So to sum up, I'm going to try to make these shorter. So to sum up, speed is not what you need. What you need is momentum. And how the way that you get momentum is that you develop a series of activities that are going to move, that are going to lighten your load, get the bag of rocks, move the rocks out of the bag, a series of things that will move the rocks out of the bag so that you can decrease your mass and increase your velocity to go in the direction you want to go in. Okay. So does that make sense? That sounds a little nerdy for a Friday, a good Friday. But it's really, really super important, because what I've experienced and what I've seen is that you'll go off, you have a great idea. You're like, oh, I got a business idea. I'm going to deliver this product. I'm going to do this service. Okay. I just need to go out and deliver it to people. But you never, ever think about all the things that are required to deliver and to have them be happy. And so what happens is you get stuck. You're stuck, and now you're slowed down. You can't move as fast as you want to. And then you go out and you go out to the lead generation people, and you place Facebook ads and you do YouTube ads, and then you go, man, I just can't get any business in the door. Well, it's not the problem. It's not the business in the door. The problem is that you need to overcome is the ability for you to deliver with a quickness and to focus in on one or two key things that people are going to be drawn to. And then you can target your ads. Then you can target your activity, your social media time, everything that you need to do. When you revolve it around one focused area, now you decrease the mass that's holding you down. You can increase your speed, you increase your momentum, because you're decreasing the weight of things that hold you down, which gives you increased velocity, which means you can move with greater increasing speed in the direction of the thing that you want to do. I hope you got that. Did you get that? Okay. So with that, I'm going to just summarize. One, the need for speed. You don't have a need for speed. You have a need to develop momentum so that you can increase your velocity, so that you can move at a higher speed, because you already have a speed. It might be 0, it might be 100, but you got a speed. The second thing is you need to gain momentum. Momentum is a direct relationship between the amount of your ability to move and your velocity. Your velocity is your speed in a particular direction. So for you, you want to decrease the things that hold you back and prevent you from delivering quality, and so that you can increase your speed as you go along. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. If it was helpful, then definitely share the video. I love it when people share my videos, and I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday on Lunch with Juhl. Bye for now.